Good evening, Hit Stick Media family. I'm your host, Lorenzo Jones. I'm going to take up too much of y'all time tonight, but we're going to talk to you about a guy that been killing it ever since I've been looking at him in the draft. I mean, he's climbed the leaderboards pretty well. Of course, you know they weren't really taking too many top receivers in the draft. But let's talk more about who this man is. This man is named Zavion Thomas, wide receiver, LSU football, third round draft pick. Guy's 5'10", 190, elite speed, 4.28 40-yard dash. He used mostly as receiver and return punt specialist. Now, what do we see him doing in the Bears offense? I see him as running the offense as like a gadget player, maybe a whole lot of being in the slot, things like that nature. I can see him, lining up alongside two receivers on one side, have him run across the field, catching it and trying to run it up with the Bears blocking, with the tight ends blocking the field. We also seen a lot of this with what's his name, number 10. I forgot his name, but y'all know what I'm talking about, the kid from Missouri. Um, but let's talk about what a little bit what he did in college. This man was a straight up beast. Like I mean, just a dog. Let's just call him a dog. Over 700 receiving yards at LSU with multiple touchdowns. Dangerous return man. He started his career at Mississippi State before transferring to LSU. I mean, the guy is just different. He different. He remind me along the lines of number two. Number two, he was dangerous out there. I see him making multiple plays. Uh, all right, so we're gonna run this down real quick. We're gonna go to some Chicago old time greats, some people who's been there, done it, and that remind me of Zay a little bit here. I'm gonna start off with the most obvious, Devin Hester. Not the biggest guy, very speedy guy, a definite threat every time he got his hands on the ball. Could you imagine us having another Devin Hester back there in the backfield? That's what Zavion remind me of. He's just a real dude, man. Locks running down his back, straight from the hood, straight dog. You got to put that boy on a leash out there when you put him out in the field for real. Dennis Gentry, key piece of the Bears 1985 Bears era history. If you know about the Super Bowl shuffle, we're not here to start no trouble. We're just here to do the Super Bowl shuffle.
We are the Bears, shuffling crew, shuffling on down, doing it for you. We're so bad, we know we're good, blowing your mind like we knew we would. You know we're just strutting for fun, strutting our stuff for everyone. We're not here to start no trouble, we're just here to do the Super Bowl show.
Y'all remember that? Refrigerator Perry handling the ball, big guy. Anyway, how about Gale Sayers? Now, a lot of y'all youngsters, y'all little YNs don't know who Gale Sayers is. But I'm gonna educate y'all in the next couple of days. But let's run this list. Johnny Knox, modern speed guy. That dude was tough. He was tough, but he was more of a bigger guy. He wasn't so much of a Jew guy. He was more a run by you and knock you on your kind of guy. And then you got somebody like Tariq Cohen. That's really who this guy reminds me of. He kind of like a little mix of Tariq Cohen and a little bit of Devin Hester. But I mean, man, it's gonna be nasty back there. I think our wide receiving core is gonna be one of the better ones this year. I mean, these young guys get out there and they get some reps and they really, really do their thing. And with the wide receiver coaches that we have and the staff that the Bears have, I really think that we got a really good chance of shocking the world this year. Of course, we shocked them last year. Everybody doubted us. Nobody thought we'd go to the playoffs, but joke's on you. So, they're going to be ready for us this year. I think we got a solid team. I think we got a really solid quarterback. We got just a solid unit. If they move them to Indiana, that's a whole nother story. But right now, we ain't worried about that. As long as these guys lock in, which I think we're going to really lock in. But tomorrow, we're going to be talking about defense. We're going to really be true to the channel, hit stick. We're going to watch some boys get their helmets knocked off. And I want to thank y'all for having another night with Lorenzo. Hit Stick Media. I'm out. Peace.